Welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing two really great books for late 14th century and 15th century armor. If you're interested in this, follow me after the cut. The first book we're going to be discussing today is by Tobias Capwell. He was curator at the museum in Glasgow and now is curator for armor at the Wallace Collection. He does jousting with the Leeds team since 2004, I believe. So he's familiar with wearing 15th century armor as well as having a PhD in this study of it. And this book is based on his thesis. So it's got a lot of really detailed information about English 15th century armor, but it discusses late 14th century armor is laying the foundation for what he's talking about on the effigies. It's English based, but he does reference information from how it deviates from the armors on the continent. There's a lot of great photos in here, a lot of detailed discussion of individual effigies and the discussions of how they differentiate from English to the continent. It's thick in its knowledge. It takes a little bit of break it up when you read it, but it's a great book. It's not cheap. It's fairly new. It came out in 2015. So it should be readily available. I highly recommend it. The other book is a pretty old book. It was published in '92. Boccia is the author. The people in our circle call it Mantova. It's a limited run book. There was 2,500 copies originally produced. My edition is 1653, so it's probably very difficult to get a hold of a hardback today, and it's not going to be even remotely cheap to get your hands on. But there are a lot of people have shot photos, copies from the book. One of the things that's really good about it is in its discussion of it really breaks down the Milanese armors of the 15th century. It has some 14th, again, at the beginning it talks about 14th century armor, laying the groundwork as to how the armor evolves into the Milanese harness. It has really good line drawings front and back of each of the armors, and it has a number of photos. While there are a lot of photos for these harnesses that are on display in museums today, one of the important things about this book is it has photos from the insides of the armor. So you can see the armor, like the breastplate is taken apart into its pieces. So you can see you don't normally see when it's all put together. And the hammer marks on the inside, and being able to see how the tassets are attached and the leathers that they're hanging on and all that kind of stuff. So it really is worth trying to hunt down. I believe I've seen PDF versions of the book out there on the internet. Again, the line drawings, there's a lot of copies of the line drawings floating around the internet. So I would recommend trying to hunt those down and take a look at it. It's worth the time and effort to dig into. So I'm hoping that you all check these books out, and I hope that they fill the needs that you're looking for, and you learn something from my video today and want to check out some more of what I'm doing. And like if you found it interesting, and subscribe if you want to see more of those stuff. So hope to see you again.